and it's time for Small Ball Trades.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Hello. I had one before the show, and I decided to change it last second.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
On the fly? On the show?
On the fly, on the show. The odds of this happening, I must admit, may be slim. But I feel like coming full circle is so important in life.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And, well, it's interesting because the Wolves and the Jazz are on the phone.
Oh, wait a second.
What the heck? And as we all know, Utah has an issue with their stars getting along in Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
Interesting.
Well, let's say Rudy in this case stays in Utah and Mitchell is on the run.
Whoa.
So to make a mutually beneficial trade, Donovan Mitchell heads to Minnesota.
Okay.
And in return, the Jazz get D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, and their first round pick.
Give us more. Explain to us why.
Why this would work?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's why I would like this trade. For one, Minnesota. I think Donovan Mitchell is a big upgrade from D'Angelo Russell. At the point guard position, there were a lot of times in the playoffs where Russell impressed. There were times where he certainly did not impress. There's one thing that Donovan Mitchell lacks, and it's his defense. However, he is one of the most explosive guards in the NBA. Pair him with Patrick Beverley, who's known as one of the best defenders in the NBA. And now you've got an interesting backcourt with one of the best centers in the NBA in Karl Anthony Towns.
What about Anthony Edwards, their best player?
That's what I'm saying. And Anthony Edwards, who you could put at the 3 in this case. So now you have Mitchell, Pat Beverley, and Ant all on the court together. Pair him with Karl Anthony Towns. For Utah, probably doesn't look as good, but you're now in this place where we might lose both Gobert and Mitchell. Maybe you get a return. Maybe you keep some interest now for the Jazz because you have Russell. You can keep Gobert. You get a nice power forward in Vanderbilt. Maybe you're able to keep that ship afloat for a little bit longer. There is a chance, though, Utah says, let's just blow it up, and they get different capital. But that's in the idea that Utah tries to keep that ship afloat. They get a quality point guard in D'Angelo Russell, a decent power forward, and a first-round pick.
I think that has building blocks to go off of. I feel like if you're Utah, you're trying to get as much draft capital for Donovan Mitchell. I think it'll definitely require more than just one first rounder. Right. I don't necessarily like the fit of D'Lo on the Jazz, and I don't necessarily like the fit of Donovan on the Wolves. And I just feel like the Wolves, one thing that they need to improve on is kind of just the chemistry of the team. I think they just need to kind of grow together, and then on top of it, just from the defensive end and getting Donovan, it doesn't necessarily make them a better defensive team. And then on top of it, you're losing Vanderbilt, who is arguably probably one of their best defenders. And then on Utah's side, you still have like Mike Conley on the team. So are you doing like Mike Conley and D'Lo as your backcourt?
Yeah, kind of like it was in Utah. I mean, Mitchell and Conley was the backcourt.
Yeah, I don't know how that doesn't necessarily improve the Jazz.
Can I say my second trade?
Yeah.
Wait, can I just say something?
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting idea. Utah, if I'm Utah, there's no way. If I have to part with either Gobert or Donovan Mitchell, I am not trading Donovan Mitchell. He's too valuable, too high of a ceiling, too promising. Goodbye, Eiffel Tower. And yeah, that's my take.
What if Mitchell says, I don't care if you want me, I want out?
Well, then that's different. But he hasn't said that yet. So Utah fans,
True.
I'm riding with Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I agree. I would ride with Donovan Mitchell to a T as well. I kind of want to just explore the realm of what it looks like if in a weird universe, multiverse, right? Where they actually stick with Rudy Gobert instead, which there's not a lot of avenues to do that, and I feel like that's one of the few where you get at least a decent point.
Wolves fans probably love that idea, but I just don't think that Utah. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, the Jazz kind of in a sucky situation because I feel like if you trade Rudy Gobert, your team is terrible.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
Their defense is bad. The only reason why it's like somewhat good is because Rudy's there. And if you lose that anchor, Donovan Mitchell, terrible defender. He's getting blown by, and the other team is going to score. But yeah, the Jazz are just in a super weird position. I hope they can kind of get some sort of package for whatever player they tried to trade because, I mean, playoffs, their stadium's rocking. Like it seems like that's
awesome
great support there. So I would love to see them stay competitive. But I am curious to hear what your second trade is after.
Try number 2.
Let's try number 2. Let's get a little bit weirder, boys.
What?
Yeah, so Calvin Booth is now in charge of the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
First order of business. Will Barton goes bye-bye. And we're in talks with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Uh-oh.
The Cavs finally get their much-needed vet because Kevin Love couldn't get it done. So Will Barton is the vet. And the Cavs say Colin Sexton and Dylan Windler, you're going to Denver.
Justify it, please.
Yeah, please.
Well, as a Nuggets fan, I'm just tired of watching Will Barton.
Let us know. Comment below. Let us know your trades. What do you think?
Let us know your favorite trades, worst trades, and most interesting trades that you can think of.
I love it.